Hello and welcome to the Blazin Fast podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Gierke.
And I'm Tim Jones.
And you are listening to the first and only high school football podcast in Rutherford County, and definitely the only one hosted by the coaches. I'm Jeff Gierke, the defense coordinator here at Blackman High School.
And I'm Tim Jones, outside linebackers coach for the Blaze.
And we are coming to you for Cookeville week. We got 2 games left in the regular season, and we are 6-2. And with our victory last week against Rockvale, we are now the number 2 seed in the region, and we will be hosting the first-round playoff game here on Blaze Drive.
Yes, sir. So we have 2 home games remaining in the regular season, but like Coach just pointed out, make sure to go ahead and get on your schedule to come to that first-round playoff game, which we are now guaranteed to host.
So very, very exciting. First home playoff game here in 5 years. So that's one of our goals going into the year is to host a playoff game. So that one's accomplished. Now we're just trying to make sure we finish out the year the right way and go 8-2 to tie for the second best record in school history during the regular season.
Yep, so everything is still trending in the direction that we wanted it to. We want to thank all of our listeners and everyone who's made this show a success. And we're going to start out by thanking a couple of our sponsors. We want to thank Perkins & Jones Attorneys at Law. They are a local law firm here in town that are here to help you with all of your legal needs. So make sure you give those guys a shout down there, and they can make sure to get you taken care of. And we also want to thank Burrow Business Labs. Burrow Business Labs are your go-to source for website design. So no matter your organization, big or small, they are here to help you out and help you design a functional and professional-looking website. So thank you to those sponsors, and that is what really drives the show and keeps it going. So we can build a first-class podcast studio for the students and the Blackman community here on Blaze Drive.
Yes, and it's really awesome that we've had so many sponsors step up, and we're really trying to build a first-class studio here, the only podcast studio in the county. You know, also have a studio for any kid that wants to come in here and record a song, or students have a good idea for a podcast, they can come in here. We're really trying to get this be the cutting-edge audio visual department in the entire county. And we are officially announcing we're going to do a basketball podcast for the girls and boys team. It'll probably be combined, but that's going to be starting here once they start tipping off in a couple weeks. So if you are involved with basketball and you want to make sure they get their studio, go ahead and drop us a line, and we can try to get the funds together and get this thing built. So that's enough with the sponsorships. We appreciate those guys. If you could check them out, that'd be awesome. All right, so let's get into last week. You know, we got everybody hyped for it. It's the new rivalry, Rockvale. You know, they were feeling themselves after beating us last year. They wanted to get on Twitter and get on the radio and tell us how good they were going to be, and they're telling us they were going to be the fastest team in Rutherford County and rocket fast and all that stuff. And what was the final score?
It was 62-28.
62-28. So there should be no more talking. We went in and handled our business. The kids were fired up, came out there from the very beginning, and before you looked up, it was 28-7 in the first quarter. You know, since the game was over, we've heard a lot of excuses. They had a bunch of injuries. They had to suspend players. I didn't see that many new starters out there. What I did see was a brand-new offense that apparently they changed from rocket fast, and they were going to try to run the ball down our throat. And we held them to 150 yards rushing, 250 yards total for the game. So I think our defense stepped up pretty well. And, you know, we really just came out and played. We don't need to really say anything more, but we're not going to make excuses. You know, every team's got injuries at this point. We got our kids to fall break practice, and we didn't have to spend players. So for me, you know, it felt really good that we were able to avenge last year, come out there and totally dominate the team down the road. And, you know, they could say whatever they want, but that was a thorough, 62-28 victory.
Yeah, I mean, they came out, they took their best shot, and we played a full 4-quarter game. And that was our goal going in, to play 4 quarters on both sides of the ball. I think that the focus and the intensity was there for this game. I think our players knew what it meant to lock down that 2 seed, to get that home playoff game. And if you can do it against a quote-unquote new rival, all the better.
Yeah, it really was just the whipped cream or the icing on the cake to go in there and get a running clock in the fourth quarter. We were trying to put 70 up, but didn't work out because of the running clock. But I think it was thorough domination, and again, they beat us last year. It was the game for the 2 seed. They were having a great year. They had beat Riverdale, and, they came in here and we showed them, who the real fastest team on turf is. And we just had some really good performances on offense. Jack Reisner threw for 4 touchdowns again. JB had a touchdown. Ben had a touchdown. Defensively, like I said, we gave 250 yards. It's the best performance we've had all year. They tried to run the ball, averaged 3 yards a carry on 40-something carries. So, really, really just a dominant performance. And, it was good to see some new faces out there.
Yeah, it was great to see. We had both quarterbacks had a great game again, receiving core, running backs, defense, total team effort. But we did want to bring on a special guest this week. So we have junior tight end Campbell Lee with us. Campbell, welcome to the show.
What's up? It's good to be here.
Campbell Lee, Offensive Player of the Week last week. Coach, why don't you run through his stats?
Yeah, so this year, Campbell has 14 catches for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I mean, all those other guys get all the attention, and sometimes they leave Campbell uncovered, and he makes them pay. Really been a breakout season for him this year.
So, Campbell, why don't you talk about your season so far?
It's going good so far. I earned a starting spot after week 1, and just ever since, it's just been taking off. And so, having all those guys out there just leaves me uncovered every now and then, and so I was able to make the play at the time, and just been going good. So.
Campbell is playing, I guess they call it an H-back nowadays, but he's a tight end, fullback, wing. But the most impressive thing is he's the best blocker on the team.
Yes. We see it every day in Scout. He gives us great looks. You get us ready for our next week opponents. Why don't you talk about some of that speed you show out there, though?
I mean, I have some speed, but it's nothing like, it's tight end speed, so it's nothing crazy, but yeah, I'm able to show it when I break out into the open field like I was able to Friday. So
would you describe it as sneaky fast?
Sneaky fast.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sneaky blazing fast.
That's right.
Tell us what's like. You've been playing. You were on the varsity last year. You're helping us out on defense, but then we you kept telling us you've only played offense your whole life. Well, you go over there and you've got Ben Marshall, 6'5", all-state player. You got Justin Brown, Elijah Pitts, Jack Reisner, Jacob Page, and then you're just the other guy. What has it been like having to step in and become that guy that's going to make everybody pay?
I personally like it a lot. There's no pressure on my shoulders. I'm just there to play ball, and you know what I'm saying? Just like, and I know the defenses aren't worried about me, and so I'm just like, I'm chilling, and I'm just making plays, and I'm able to just play hard, and so it just feels good just to be that guy that they just want to count out and just they want to make me make a play. So when I'm able to do it, it just feels good. So
yeah, that's awesome. As we move forward as a team, what are your goals and expectations for the remainder of the season?
I just want to go to state. I want to win state. I want to win a state championship. So it starts off with, making it to the playoffs and then just winning out through there, winning game by game, you know what I'm saying, just working hard and just getting it to state.
And if you notice, all of the players we bring on all have the same goal, and that's to win.
And, that's you could tell we knew early on with all the stuff in the offseason that we had a chance to do something special because of that's the attitude. Whatever it takes. Get here at 6 a.m. for Blaze drills, fine. Work out every day after school, fine. Whatever you want, Coach. We're going to be here. We want to win. We don't care about the stats. We don't care about scholarships. We want to win. But to that point, Campbell, you've known nothing but this blazing fast. What do you think's been the biggest factor into our success? The off-season program, the 7-on-7 stuff. What do you think has been the biggest turnaround for this program?
I would say just us being consistent throughout the entire year. We're always putting in hard work. Spring, summer, fall, winter, we're constantly putting in hard work. In the summer, we were going to camps and 7-on-7s, and in the spring, we had blaze drills and spring practice. And the winter, we're lifting hard and we're just working hard, and it all just shows off in the fall. So I'm just super thankful for that, and I feel like that's why we're different this year.
Yeah, I think it's like a total team buy-in from top to bottom, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's definitely we're all buying in, especially after last year, how that season went. It's kind of like a revenge tour, so I like that, and I just like the sound of that, and so.
But I mean, Campbell, he plays basketball here, and he would come work out, then go to basketball practice. He never missed any of the workouts, never missed any of the 7-on-7s, but he's not the only one. Every guy we keep talking about on these podcasts, every player was there for everything. They didn't skip. They didn't go on vacation. They didn't make excuses. All right, coach, I'm going to play this sport. I'm going to wrestle. I'm going to play baseball, but I'll be here. And, they're starting to show up because these guys just want to play for each other.
So, Campbell, let's learn a little bit about you. Little rapid-fire questions here. What's your favorite TV show?
Stranger Things.
Who's got better hands, you or Ben?
Can't answer that one.
What's your favorite food?
Probably just a burger.
Who's your favorite football player?
Travis Kelce.
What's your favorite thing about playing at Blackman High School?
The culture here. The culture is much different than any other school. So.
All right, man. Well, hey, this is the time where you get to thank some people, send some shout-outs, so go ahead.
Just shout out to my family. They provided for me. They helped me get here, and shout out God, man. Nothing was able without him, so.
All right, man. Give us a go, Blaze.
Go, Blaze.
That's awesome. That was junior player Campbell Lee. Glad to have him on the show. Before we move into our next interview, I would like to give a shout-out to our newest sponsor, and that's Dynamo Freight. So if you're listening to this and you're a business owner and you're looking to streamline your logistics management, Dynamo Freight is your solution. So they have experiences of delivering to Fortune 500 companies to the small business. They are available to you 24/7, 365, offering logistics solutions to your business. They don't just connect freight and carriers. They think critically about every element of the process, working with you, the business owner, to deliver your needs. So if you need help with your logistics, give them a call at 888-201-7882 or check them out online at dynamofreight.com. Dynamo Freight is excited to be sponsoring the Blackman Blazin' Fast podcast, and they say, go Blaze.
Yes, awesome. Just another example. We've got some local sponsors. We've got some big business sponsors. So at any level, we just contact us. We've got different levels of sponsorship. If you can donate $200, if you can donate $1,000, you can donate $50. We've got something for you, and we just want all the community to come out here and support. And, again, it's going back to the kids. It's not going to the football program. It's going back to the entire school. So, really, thank you, Dynamo Freight. We appreciate you guys sponsoring us. So, all right, our defensive player of the week. I'm going to hand it over to Tim to introduce this guy. It's Tim's. He gets to coach him every single day. He's helped get this kid to where he's been. So, Tim, take it away.
All right, it is my honor and privilege to welcome to the show the one and only senior outside linebacker, Terence Carpenter. Terence, welcome to the show.
What's up, guys?
Terence has 44 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, and a pick 6 against – who was it against again?
Riverdale.
It was who? You did
Riverdale.
Riverdale. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I remember that now. I almost forgot. I think I had a heart attack when it happened. So, Terence, welcome to the Blazin' Fast podcast. Okay, Terence, how do you think your season has been going so far?
It's been going pretty well. You guys are moving me around a little more than I usually at Siegel. I love it here. It's been great.
All right. Yeah, so Terence came from Siegel. He moved into our zone here in January, and he's a heck of a hard worker. Over there, they were using him as just a defensive end, putting his hand on the ground, and we saw how athletic he was and how rangy he was, and we've been moving him around, playing outside linebacker, a little bit of defensive end, off the ball, blitzing. He's the Swiss Army knife to this defense, and he's really helped us, take it to another level. So we wanted to bring him on because he's having a great year. He's a senior, and he had a really good game last week. But Terence, can you tell the audience out there what's been the biggest difference coming from another program and stepping foot into Blackman and seeing this Blazin' Fast culture that we've got? What's been the biggest difference in your eyes?
It's been like it's like a brotherhood here. I love it here. It's we definitely work harder than anyone else. The coaches care. It's like a big family over here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the culture that we try to create. We try to let our players know that we care about them, more importantly as people than just players. So I think that is the culture we're trying to build. What is your favorite part about the defense this year and what we're trying to do?
Definitely me standing up. I feel I'm better. I can play better off the edge when I'm off the edge, standing up. Love it. Elijah Pitts over there. I love getting pressure so we can get picks. I love seeing my guys win.
Yeah, Terence is a very versatile player, very talented kid, big old kid, 6'3", rangy. But, I'd be remiss if I didn't say I probably yelled at Terence more than anybody. But, Terence, what has that been like to get coached hard by Coach Jones every day, and then you are such an integral part that you take a lot of the blame when things go bad?
No, I love the coaching. I love you guys getting on to me because it makes me a better player at the end of the day.
And I will say, you have to get on to Terence, but he listens, and that's
very coachable.
Very coachable. Everything I've asked him to do, he's done it, and he does it to the best of his ability every time. And as a coach, that's all you can ask for. So, Terence, what are your goals going forward for this team for the remainder of the season?
Definitely to win state. I want to win. I want to be the best in the state.
Yeah, again, that's the same answer everybody keeps saying. But, Terence, you've got some college aspirations. You talk a little bit about some of the attention that you're getting?
Definitely. I just got an offer from Tennessee State, Kentucky State, and I've been talking to Austin Peay and Tennessee Tech a lot.
That's awesome, man.
So, Terence, let's learn a little bit about you. What's your favorite food?
Fried chicken.
You, Ben, or Carson?
I think it's definitely me. Ben can do a lot more. Ben can do a lot more. He's more rangy, but I feel I have a complete package.
Who's your favorite football player?
Von Miller.
I knew it.
I really didn't have to ask. I already know because I scream at him all the time. You're not Von Miller today.
Who's your favorite musical artist?
I like Kodak Black.
All right, we're going to get you out of here on this one. You have any people you want to thank or people you want to shout out?
My family, God, Coach Gierke, Coach Tim Jones for being so good.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool.
He's like being so, how do I say this?
Yeah, awesome.
But,
okay, just summarizes that.
Yeah, but Terence, it really is my pleasure. You've made this last 8 months awesome for me, and I just hope we get to keep going for as many weeks as it takes to host that trophy. So I appreciate you and all the hard work you've put in.
All right, take us out on a Go Blaze.
Go Blaze.
All right, I hope you guys come out on Friday. It is a home game against Cookeville. They're coming in here. I think they're 4-4. There's a good chance we're going to play them again in the playoffs. So we could use your support. It's going to be great weather. We want to see these kids off and finish this year off 8-2. So this is the next step. If you can come out on Friday night, we'd love to see you. Till then, go Blaze.
Go Blaze.